Hello and welcome. My name is Tomasz, and today we have an interesting flight ahead of us, I hope, because there is a VATSIM event going on, Bradley Bash, in the Boston area, and it covers, of course, Bradley International, then also Hartford-Brainard, or Worcester Regional, or these two military fields, Westover and Westfield. I plan to do the first flight here from the Block Island State to Hartford-Brainard. It's going to be an IFR flight because the weather is good for VFR, but Hartford-Brainard has some interesting IFR procedures that I want to practice, so I'll go for that. Block Island State is untowered field, so I will take off a VFR and then ask for the IFR clearance once in the air. The route that I'm going to take today is from Sandy Point VOR via Tango 216 all the way to Hartford VOR. Pretty simple route. Hartford VOR is also the initial approach fix for a VOR approach into the Hartford-Brainard. But if we are able to get that, I would like to fly the River Visual Runway 2 approach instead, which is an instrument procedure, but that is flown visually. The landing is on the runway 20, so I'm not completely sure if I'm allowed to get this approach and then just join the left downwind of 20 and land. But we'll see. We have ATC online, so we'll see. Here it says enter upwind or base lag as directed by Brainard Tower. That would actually correspond to runway number 2 here. But let's see what we can get. Runway number 2 has left traffic the same as runway 20. The weather at Hartford is wind is from 200 magnetic, which means this is really for runway 20 to land. Here at State Block Island, we have a pretty nasty crosswind on takeoff. They are going from 2 to 5. The winds are going from 2 to 5 and are 12 knots gusting 18. The runway is 10 or 28. So this means that the crosswind component will be at least 13 knots in the gusts. Otherwise, the weather is perfect. So let's get to it. And yeah, so this is one of the approaches, but the other one is the VOR one. That is the approach that has only a circling minima. That means that the approach is not aligned with the specific runway, but you are expected to do a circling maneuver when you are landing. So this approach is definitely legal for runway 20, and it starts at Hartford as an initial approach fix. It has this race pattern depicted here, which normally means that you are required to fly a procedure turn when reaching the Hartford. The exceptions are there's no procedure turn for arrival on that VOR on the airway radius 053 clockwise 258, and we will be arriving at the radial. The radial is 143, which belongs to this segment if I arrive either from V1 from northeast all the way clockwise to V3 from the west, I don't need to do that procedure turn. So we'll see. If I check the V pilot, I don't have the 80s here, but we have 3 Boston centers online. I'm not sure which to contact first. I will just assume that the B stands for Boston itself. If I look here, it seems that the Boston itself doesn't have any approach or tower or anything, so I believe that maybe that B stands for Boston, and I am right there. So I will try to contact maybe the east one first, and if that's not the correct one, then I will get redirected. We'll see. Yeah, but as I said, I can take off from VFR and then just ask for IFR clearance. Okay. Okay, I'll move this on the other screen. And let's get going. Oh, hello, FNR26. I'll try to react to chats as much as I can. So if any questions, just post the question in the chat, and I will reply as soon as I can. Okay, let's get the aircraft started first. So that's battery. Selectors are already all right. We'll start the alternators and magnetos.
Clear prop.
Clear prop, yeah. Navigation lights, anti-collision lights. Mixtures forward, open throttles just a bit. And let's get it started. So that one's running. Verify that the RPM is under 1000. Engine instruments should be in green. They are. Let's start the second one. Again, lower the RPM just a bit. Check the engine instruments. Very good. I can start the avionics. Today I filed myself as a slant golf, which means that I'm telling ATC that I have GPS available to me. All right, let's configure the aircraft. First of all, altimeter. The weather says that the altimeter should be 3024. So let me configure that. 3024 should be right about there. Yes, I will cross-check with the field elevation, which is reported as being 108 feet. That seems to agree. As always, I will turn this backup altimeter to the standard temperature. I like to know what pressure altitude I'm flying, if I need that information, and that will tell me that. Right, the next thing, I will enter my route in my GPS. So after Block Island State, I'm starting. Okay, back. We'll do it like that. At the Staten Island, Sandy Point VOR. Excuse me for that. That's Sierra Echo Yankee. I'll just enter that. and we are definitely interested in this one. From that point on, I can load an airway, which is T216, and I will depart that airway at Hartford VOR, which is Hotel Foxtrot Delta, and I will load that. Perfect. I will make select the preview, and that agrees with what I planned. All right. I will prepare the frequencies here. I will definitely need the Sandy Point VOR. The frequency is 117.8. I can tune it in already. Identification is Sierra Echo Yankee. This is the correct one. And the second VOR I will need is the Hartford. Well, not only. If you check this route here, the first VOR that I will need after this one is actually this one, Groton. So that's 110.85. So 110.85. Very good. I will also configure those two in my second navigation radio. So this one can go as the first one, and as the second one I will configure that Hartford 114.9. Very good. Now let's, as regards to the communication frequencies, as I said, initially I will try to contact the Boston Echo on 133.45. So I just put it here, 133.45, and we'll see if we'll get redirected or not. Alrighty, last check about the first 80s. Visual runway 20 approaching use. Right, that's correct. Most likely I will get the visual in any case, so maybe we just don't get to practice. You know what? If we get the visual, I can fly this one legally, I think, unless I'm vectored someplace else. So we'll see what's it's gonna be. I'm curious myself what we're gonna get. In any case, let's get flying. So the runway for takeoff today will be, I believe I said that it's gonna be runway 28. Yes. So I will just configure my heading at runway 28. I will cross-check the magnetic heading of that runway, which should be 264 plus 14 or 15, so 278. So let's do 27, like so. I have configured my my VOR needle, OBS needle, to point how the wind blows, because it's pretty heavy, so I will need to also during taxi correct with my ailerons into or outside of the wind. Righty. I'm gonna call announce myself on the radio, and let's get going. Blogstate Island, traffic Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo on the ramp, taxiing to runway 28. Blogstate Island. Parking brake goes off, and we're rolling. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Entering runway 28 and backtracking runway 28. Block Island. Okay, let me do the check. I don't see any aircraft. So let's enter the runway. Okay. So at this point I will configure my first radial that I should follow. That's 308. Like so. Let me verify. Yes. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 28, taking off, straight out departure, Block Island. Right, so strobe lights, landing lights are on, mixture fuel, mixture full, props full, and let's get going. Ailerons into the wind. Try to keep on the runway. Gear up. Can expect some heavy shaking. Mainly trying to correct with rudder. Okay, we are 1,000 feet above the ground, so I can turn on course. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, out of the pattern, turning on course, final call, Block Island. And I can start, go easy on those engines. So fuel pumps can go off, landing lights as well. And I'm gonna tune that center frequency.
November 2710 and 5 single Cessna at Alpha Charlie Kilo Nantucket. We will be via 4 to the north, sir. Are we with you?
Affirmative, be ready to taxi.
2 minutes.
Roger, call back.
We'll go.
Papa Hotel, Romeo, November, Oscar, on course departure, approved, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
So I'm gonna
Papa Hotel, Romeo, November, Oscar, on course approved, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
On course approved, clear for takeoff for Papa Hotel, November, Oscar.
Let's turn on the autopilot.
Delta 2406, cross Madison, 1000, the Bradley altimeter 3016.
Madison, maintain 1000, Delta 2406.
Boston Center, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, hello.
Was that 2395 for American 1663?
American 1663, affirmative, Bradley, approach 123.905.
2395, thanks, yeah, American 1663.
November 63, Juliet is 4000.
November 63 Juliet Alpha, thanks, turn right, heading 170, join the localizer.
170, join the localizer, Juliet.
American 1697, flighting 080 vectors for spacing.
080, heading American 1697.
Delta 2560, flighting 100 vectors for spacing, descend and maintain, flight level 220.
Down to 220 and speed 180, 2560.
Ready for taxi for November 27105.
November 27105, runway 24, taxi via Golf, cross runway 15.
For 24 Golf, cross 15, November 27105.
Boston Center, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, request.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Boston Center, go on.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, I'm currently 7 miles west of Block Island at 4,000 feet, IFR to Hartford-Brainard.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, squawk 4750, maintain VFR.
Squawk 4750, maintaining VFR, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Delta 2560, leaving flight level 240, maintain 250 knots.
Alright, maintain 250, 2560.
November 63 Juliet Alpha, you're 5 miles from U-Main, cross U-Main at or above 3,000, clear Dallas from a 15.
Cleared ALS 15, Juliet.
Boston Center alone, United.
I think it follows the GPS correctly.
United 444 Boston Center, squawk 4732.
Try to put it out and in again.
Boston Center, this is Virgin 190 Heavy, passing flight level 14,000 and going direct Merritt at this time.
Virgin 190 Boston Center low, I'm a maintain flight level 270.
I maintain 270, Virgin 190 Heavy.
Just do the heading
Delta
mode.
2406, contact approach 123.905.
2395, good night, Delta 2406.
Delta 2560, verify you're on a heading 100.
Turning now 100, 2560, my apologies.
American 1697, Quebec Madison, cross Madison 1000, 250 knots to Kennedy, correction the Bradley, altimeter 3016.
Alright, 3016 on the altimeter, direct Madison, cross at 11250, American 1697.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, radar contact 50 miles northwest of Block Island, clear to the Hartford-Brainard Airport as filed, maintain 4000, the Providence, altimeter 3021.
Cleared into Hartford-Brainard is filed, maintain 4000, altimeter is 3021, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
November 63 Juliet Alpha, Romeo 15, clear to land.
Clear land 15, Juliet Alpha.
Foxtrot November, correction, friendly 67, descend at pilot's discretion. And maintain 4000, the Bangor altimeter 3008.
Yeah, it works with
Then maintain
normal
4000,
navigation radio mode, so I'm not sure what's going on.
United 2056 request.
Go ahead.
Company frequencies 3 minutes.
Approved.
In any case, I should be switching to the Groton VOR and the radial 128. So let's do that.
Boston Center 9444 coming up on top of the set.
Okay, and I should start preparing. We have
United 444, Samantha, thanks. Your radar contact 20 southwest of JFK. Descend and maintain flight level 190.
Level 190.
we'll bring up the 80s for Bradley
Lot 26, cross trait at flight level 240.
with Operation Bravo However, that 80s is already an hour old, so maybe we'll get a new one very, very soon. Okay, I'll try to switch to the heading
American
mode
16
now.
at 97. Let's maintain 230 knots.
And when
Well,
this
230
changes,
American
I will
16,
try if
97.
I'm able to follow the
Delta
GPS instead.
2560 descend and maintain 11,000.
Down to 11,000,
kind of-
speed 250, 2560.
Let's activate this lag.
Center American 1697 reporting moderate chop from 14 to 12.
American 1697, roger, thanks. Contact approach 123.905.
2395 American 1697, good day.
Departure 190, contact Boston Center 123.75.
123.75, version 190, have a good one.
Boston Center, hello, November 80615, Twin Cessna on the ground at Nantucket. Request taxi to runway 15 for VFR departure to the west.
November 80615, runway 24, taxi via Golf, cross runway 15.
24 via Golf Cross 15, November 80615.
Boston Center, good afternoon, FedEx 458 with you, 262.
FedEx 450, Boston Center, low climate maintained, flight level 310.
11 to 310, FedEx 458.
United 2056, descend via actually east of the west, am I? Delta 2560, turn left, heading of 330.
Left 330, 2560.
It seems that this time it kind of picked up, and I'm in the correct GPS
Boston
mode.
Center, Rouge 1519, climbing through 370 for 380.
Rouge 1519, Boston Center, welcome.
And I totally forgot to adjust the engines.
United 2056, thanks, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, the Boston altimeter 3017.
And switch to the auxiliaries.
Descend via the Roebuck 3 for the ILS 22 left. Check the altimeter for Boston, United 2056.
Delta 2060, correct the Madison VOR, Mike Alpha Delta.
Direct Madison 25.
I am expecting handover pretty soon, to be honest.
Ready for departure, Nantucket, November
But
27105.
we'll see.
November 27105, on course departure, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
On course departure 24, clear for takeoff, November 27105.
Lot 26, Boston, you all.
Descent level 240 by trade, slot 26, sorry.
Thank you.
If we are cleared for a visual approach and we are not vectored,
United 44,
much.
across the Madison VOR at 11,000, the Bradley altimeter 3016.
configure this low miss point into the GPS, fly to it, and from there go ahead. And we should maintain at least 2,500 until the beam low miss intersection, which is here. And we can identify that either on the GPS or as a radio 280 from Hartford when over the river.
Delta 2560, contact approach 123.905.
2395, 2560.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, contact Bradley approach 123.905.
Going to 123.905, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, bye. So it's gonna be
Boston Center, November
123.95.
80615, ready for departure.
I will transfer.
American 1663.
I'll check the latest
American
80s.
1663, contact Bradley approach 127.22.
12722, American
Still information Bravo.
United 8116, descend to maintain 5,000.
5,000, 8150.
Delta 24, correction, Delta 2406, descend and maintain 8,000, turn right heading 060.
Right, 060 down to 8,000, 2406.
American 1697, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,000, American 1697.
Bradley approach, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, 4000 with information Bravo.
Oscar Golf Kilo Charlie Romeo, Bradley approach, good afternoon, expect visual approach runway 20.
Expecting visual runway 20, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Bradley approach Delta 2560 with you, 17,411, passing over to Madison VOR with Juliet.
United 8116, stand by. United 8116, contact Bradley approach 127.22.
12722, good day.
So,
Delta 683, contact Boston Center 123.75.
I'll tune
123.75, Delta
the
683.
Hartford,
Yep.
VOR. Verified. I'm just 19 miles from it. So not that far. The winds are pretty heavy. 34 knots at 4,000 feet.
Bradley approach, hello, United 444, Juliet aboard, we're 220 for 11,000 Madison.
United 444, Bradley approach, good afternoon, information, you have the information,
Already
expect
got
ILS runway
information
24.
what I should expect on the tower.
American 1697, turn right heading 060.
Tower
060,
is 11906, so
1697.
I'll just prepare that. So it's easy for me to switch afterwards. So it's 16 miles to Hartford and
Delta
then another 7
2406,
miles
descend
to
and maintain
the airport.
5,000.
5,000, Delta 2406.
Delta 2560, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,000, 2560.
I'll just enter Lomis here if I'm allowed to do my own thing. So insert after and it's gonna be Lomis.
American 1697, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, American 1697.
Let's see, yeah, it's here over the river. And also it's a good time to check where we'll be parking. We're landing to 0 and parking some place there probably. Yeah, so parking will be basically here, parallel to Alpha. There are a lot of places for small aircraft.
American 1697, turn right heading 070.
070, American 1697.
Delta 2406, contact Bradley approach 127.22.
2722, Delta 2406.
United 444, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,444.
Delta 2560, turn right heading 060.
Right heading 060, 2560.
The elevation is basically sea level, so let's ask for a descent. Yeah, at least to 3000. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo request descent to 3000.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, at this point I will also switch on the fuel pumps, switch back to main tanks, turn on the landing lights, and go back on the power a little bit. I'll also switch myself to heading mode, because I don't want this aircraft to turn until I am told to turn. Okay, not this one. Forgot that I cannot sync.
Good day, November 36 X-ray, departing Bradley at runway 24, Bradley 6 departure, heading 220, 2800, claiming 3000.
November 36 X-ray, Bradley departure, radar contact, turn left, heading 110.
Left heading 110, November 36 X-ray.
Delta 2560, descend and maintain 5000.
Alright, down to 5000, 2560.
American 1697, contact Bradley approach 127.22.
2722, American 1697, good day.
Let's start looking for that airport. Should be very close.
United 444, turn right heading 060, vectors ILS runway 24.
060, United 444.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, the airport is at your 12 o'clock, 6 miles, report in sight.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo will report when ready. Okay, I'm not sure I see the airport. I think this might be it. This should be it.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, the airport is now 4 miles at your 12 o'clock, report in sight.
Yeah, I had some clouds in between, but I have the airport in sight. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, cleared visual approach runway 20, contact tower 119.6.
Clear visual approach and contact tower 19.6, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. So let's report them, and let's kill the autopilot, and let's start descending. Oh, there is the airport, quite high. Hartford Tower, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. I have the airport in sight on the downwind of runway 20, left downwind, but pretty high so far.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Brainard Tower, good afternoon. I think I see you. Yep, you are definitely high, but however you'd like to do it, runway 20, cleared to land. Winds are currently 190.12, gusting 20, and the altimeter is 3016.
Thank you. Clear to land, runway 20, altimeter 30. Was it 3026? Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Golf Charlie Romeo, it's 3016.
Oh, 3016. Thank you, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, so we've been cleared to land. I will definitely slow up. I will do some forward slips to get ourselves lower. We'll just extend flaps and gear, and let's start turning. Alright, so let's just slow up. Second notch of flaps. If we need to, we'll go around, but let's practice some forward slips. Falling like a rock there. And we are back on track. Winds are gusting heavily, so I'm electing to go a little faster.
Oscar Golf Charlie Romeo, well done. Welcome to Hartford. When able, exit right and contact ground 121.6. Thank you for flying.
We'll exit right and contact ground on 121.6, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Thank you as well. Alright, so let's exit here. Vacated all the way on whiskey. So let's stop, contact this ground, 121.6. Brainard ground, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway vacated at whiskey, taxi to parking to the north.
Golf Charlie Romeo, Brainard ground, hello, taxi via Alpha Delta into the ramp.
Taxiing via Alpha and Delta to the ramp, Golf Charlie Romeo. Alright, so let's get going. Landing lights go off. Strobe lights off. Yeah, this flight, I admit, was a little bit messy. But we did, in the end, descend at a reasonable speed. I mean airspeed. So I'm just glad I got to practice some forward slips. I don't do them that much. And I verified again that this aircraft falls like a rock if you put it into it. So this is Delta. And now we are entering a non-movement area, so we can do whatever we want as long as we don't crash into others. So I'll stop here on one of the crosses or T's. Set the parking brake. And I just need a 2 or 3 minutes break and I'll be back. I am back. And for the second flight I wanted to do today, I would like to do a VFR flight. Looking at those clouds, I need to verify that it's going to be alright to do that. So let's check the weather first. From Hotel Foxtrot Delta to Oscar Romeo Hotel. That looks good. Right now it's 1920 Zulu. And for so the weather in 1 hour, the weather in 2 hours, the clouds should be fine. Clouds here are actually a little bit higher than what I would expect, so let's check the METARs.
Okay, 4535 Brainerd ground.
Okay, it's not gonna be that difficult. So, Brainerd, we have some scattered clouds here. I believe we encountered those. And then we have a broken layer. Very well. That's good enough. And for our destination, Worcester Regional, we have few clouds and nothing more. Alright, that should be doable. The winds are pretty heavy, pretty high. 17 gusting 28. And gusting 28, 17, and the direction is 245 magnetic. Let's verify the runway layout at Worcester to see if it's safe to go there. So we set 245 magnetic. That means that the runway 29er is the closest. The winds are still going from there. 245 and 29er, that's 45 degrees. It's a pretty heavy strong wind for that. If I'm to be honest, gusting 28, it's like the crosswind component is pretty high. Let me just quickly get my E6B and check what the component crosswind is for 28 knot winds. So the runway is 45 degrees for 28 knot winds. The crosswind component is almost over 20. That's not very good. But gonna be very far, so if it comes to that, we can land someplace else. Just go around and land someplace else if the approach is not very stable, or if I feel that it's too much of a crosswind. So let's get to it. I will skulk VFR. I will wipe out the plan. I will not enter a new plan because I don't want to do that. Rather, I will plan here. So we're gonna depart runway 20 based on what the tower tells us, but I expect that we can basically turn east here. And let's identify some visual points. This lake looks like a good one, so I will try to use it. We'll do it someplace like here. Gonna depart definitely straight. And I will maybe put this one there. I will use it as a reference to get here based on when how I am directed to fly. I might like join there. We have this river here, so I know that I need to turn east by the river. And then let's identify some other visual reporting points. There's not many. I'm hoping I should be able to pick up this major intersection, which is a Massachusetts turnpike with, I don't know what road is that, but let's assume we can identify that from the air. There's some minor lakes about. And at this point we would be close enough to actually contact the tower in here. Although I do prefer to fly it with flight following if possible. I will not do that right now because I just want to simulate cold calls that you need to make to tower when you approach their jurisdiction. So yeah, I will do this. This is a pretty long leg, 22 miles. This one here, there's a reporting point in the city of Stafford Springs. I will make use of that, although from the experience I know that I might not be able to pick up that this is the city due to the Microsoft Flight Simulator foliage and trees being so heavy. And we have another lake on the halfway point between here and here. I will not make a point of it, I will just make sure to remember it. Also, as you can see, we basically can follow this road to the right of us, and we'll see how that looks like from the air. No, what? Change of plans. I will actually make it so that I will follow this road. That makes better sense, honestly. So when I hit this road at this lake, I will just turn and try to follow this road all the way here, and from there we can fly straight to the airport and contact them. Yeah, that's a better plan. So as always, I will enter my speed that I estimate to be 165 at altitude. Altitude. I prefer to fly rather close to the ground to see, but in this case, let's do 3,500 and not like this, but 035. Based on that, I will generate an airlock. Can see the winds are estimated pretty heavy, so but they are not completely, but there's strange headings. No, they are not. So pretty like I'm flying with the wind, so to speak. So I should be very fast, and the wind correction angle is not that high. In any case, I will make a picture of this as before, because I will be making sure that I can identify those points. It just says user fix all the way. So I'm gonna go through the map and just identify those points for me. This is easy, and the next user fix is the lake and road. I will just do it like that, and it will remind me. Next one, this is no concrete fix, just following the road. Just put miscellaneous, and then we have the how to call it, intersection. So intersection with Massachusetts Turnpike, and then we have the field. Okay, so I need basically VFR departure to the east, so that's what I'm gonna call for. All right. Let me get my hat, so my Trek IR is working. There I go. I will put away the navigation and KBID map. Altitude's gonna be 3,500. Okay, not 600, I said 500. Okay, let's recheck the weather. Oh, this is nice. Prague is actually the capital city of my country, and they're doing some ratings. Okay, 80s. So now we have information delta. The winds are pretty much the same. Altimeter 3016. Runway 20 in use. Expect visual approach. And if I bring up the chart, I'm there, so let's use the whole runway. And I will, it's not important, but I will simulate an alpha aircraft this time around. Brainard ground, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, twin Cessna slant alpha on the ramp. Taxi for VFR departure to the east with information delta. Not sure they heard me. Let's see, they are still online. Yeah. Oh, they are not online anymore, so I was speaking to thin air. Let's do tower instead. And repeat the call. Brainard Tower, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, twin Cessna, slant alpha on the ramp. Taxi for VFR departure to the east with information delta.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Brainard Tower, good afternoon. Runway 20, taxi via Delta Alpha Hotel.
Runway 20, taxi via Delta Alpha Hotel, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, they want us to go to Delta, and technically I could have just started moving all the way.
And Twin Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo, did you say westbound or eastbound?
It's going to be an east departure, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. So technically I could have taxied all the way by myself until this line here, which is the boundary of the non-movement area, and I could not cross it without having the instruction for taxi. So I could have gone the other way, but that's all right. Let's do this. So that's Delta, straight away to Alpha, and then all the way there should be a hotel. I will configure my VOR receiver, because I will be, let's see, should maybe taxi instead.
Cessna 991, runway 20, cleared for the option.
Runway 20 clear for the options. Kayak number 8099.
Okay, so
And twin Cessna, Golf Charlie Romeo, just hold short of 20 on hotel, traffic landing, and then we'll get you out of here.
holding short, runway 20 on hotel. I see the traffic. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, so let's park brake here, and now I can go and check that. So that's gonna be 038 radio out of that. So I'll configure it. Oh, coincidentally, it's exactly where I'm heading right now. That's good. They're pretty high. Like I was.
And Cessna 9901, are you staying in the pattern today?
Affirm, staying in the pattern 9901.
Cessna 9901, on the bounce off, you can go ahead and make left traffic.
On the bounce, we'll make left traffic 9901.
Good afternoon, Hartford Tower. This is November 2468 Alpha looking for full stop.
November 2468 Alpha, Brainard Tower, good afternoon. Runway 20, cleared to land. Traffic will depart prior to your arrival.
All right, Roger. Runway 20, clear to land for 6 Alpha. Thank you.
Basically, we're waiting right now to get a clearance to enter the runway.
Twin Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo, left cross.
Say again for Twin Cessna. Okay, I was cut short. Brainard Tower, Scorpio Golf Charlie Romeo, say again. Okay, it was cut short. So probably some technical issues. And I don't know if it's on my side or his, but I seem to be streaming still, so I'm assuming his problems. So we'll just sitting around. Sitting tight and waiting if he comes back.
Brainard Tower, stock 809901. We don't hear you. I hear you through intercom. Send downwind, local base 9901.
Okay, so I'll just stand by. I'm not rushing, so.
20 cleared for the option 9901. Does that mean I can turn base 9901? Roger.
Let's put some traffic in the meantime. That might have been the tower, hard to say.
Cessna 9901, Bradley, Brainerd Tower.
Loud and clear, 9901.
Okay, didn't do anything. Not sure what went wrong, but here we are. Alrighty, let's see. Twin Cessna, Golf Charlie Romeo, are you going to be ready to go?
I am ready for immediate departure, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
November 2468 Alpha, exit right when able.
Roger, we'll exit when able for 68 Alpha, thank you.
I guess he'll just slot me after the landing.
Twin Cessna, Golf Charlie Romeo, left crosswind departure approved, runway 20 cleared for immediate takeoff.
Left crosswind departure, runway 20, left cleared for immediate takeoff, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
And traffic's on a 3-mile final.
Yeah, I have the traffic in sight, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Rolling.
Cessna 9901, traffic rolling your runway, runway 20, cleared for the option.
Traffic in sight, runway 20, cleared for the option, 9901.
Okay. Let's go up.
Radio 9901 going around, you're past the runway.
Cessna 9901, roger, re-enter left traffic.
Re-enter left traffic.
I don't think he was that close. Ah, but that's his option. I have some low fuel warning. No matter, I still have a lot of fuel in the other tanks. So left crosswind departure, that means I'm gonna climb to 700 feet. Turn crosswind. There we go. And then we'll depart.
Twin Cessna, Golf Charlie Romeo, you may proceed on course.
Yep, proceeding on course, Twin Cessna, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Thank you. So what I basically fly is I will fly there and I will basically intercept that 038 radial out of the Hartford VOR. And I'll climb myself to, let's say, these 3,500 feet. Ease up on the engines so we don't fry them.
Twin Cessna, Golf Charlie Romeo, no further traffic observed between you and the end of my airspace. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
Thank you. Have a good time as well. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Yeah, so normally when you are exiting the delta, you don't need to actually have the frequency change approved. That is required for exiting Charlie and Bravo airspaces. But he basically gave me that clearance a little bit earlier.
Cessna 9901, runway 20, cleared to the option.
20, cleared to the option.
Yeah, let's continue climbing. Landing lights can go off, fuel pumps as well. And I'm just 3.5 miles out of the VOR, so I'll just start making that turn to be able to intercept the VOR radial. Yeah, the clouds are a little bit lower than the forecast would call for. So I'll just make sure that I stay out of the clouds. I'll switch the tanks to auxiliaries. I have a lot of fuel in those. I'm gonna hand fly this this portion. But if I see that, or I might be seeing that like, yeah.
Hartford Tower, stack 80991, we have a question.
Cessna 9901, go ahead with request.
What are the procedures for the graphs for runway?
9901, you can simply request it. The active turf strip would be the southwest turf strip.
Alright, can we request the southwest strip for one touching down and we'll go back to 20?
Cessna 9901, roger that. Just go ahead, give yourself a little bit more of a crosswind so you can set up correctly. It'll be, you know, just about, what is this, like 500 feet to the left of the paved.
Roger that. We'll set up for...
So adjusting mixtures. There we go. Power. And I believe that I need to descend a little bit because I'm very close to the ceiling. So I'm just descend to 3000. So I am 500 feet below those clouds.
Hartford Tower, hello, Lufthansa 1 Alpha Romeo, flying runway 20.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha Romeo, Brainard Tower, good afternoon, runway 20, cleared to land. Traffic is a Cessna 172 in the pattern.
I got some upwind draft, suddenly started climbing.
Cessna 901, traffic is an Airbus 320 Neo on approach for runway 20. Recommend right 90 degrees.
Going right 90 degrees, 901.
Oh, I see, it's a short runway for my plane.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha Romeo, correct. Runway 20 is 4,417 feet.
Thanks.
Cessna 901, you can resume your downwind and just caution wake turbulence, that Airbus.
Resume downwind and we'll caution wake, 901.
So that leg is basically the one that I'm looking for, and just as you can see, there is a road.
Lufthansa 1
highway.
Alpha Romeo, looks to me like you're on the ground. Advise intentions.
That I'm gonna follow. So since I'm crossing that, I will start my timer. Yep. And let's level up at 3000.
Go down on a grass plate strip. Doesn't look like it's part of the Hartford Airport. November 18th.
Cessna 901, roger that, thank you for the report. You can make your turn base now. Southwest grass strip cleared for the option.
Turning base now, southwest grass strip cleared for the option. 901.
So let's resume normal cruise.
Romeo, I think I'm wrong. I will go up and land on your airport, I'm sorry.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha Romeo, yeah, I have no idea where you're at, so I guess takeoff is at your own risk. Advise when you are, you're probably going to end up actually leaving my airspace, so I'll keep an eye on you until you want to switch back to approach.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lufthansa Alpha Romeo.
Lufthansa from...
Airbus pilot seems to be lost somehow.
Lufthansa from...
So, based on that...
Cessna 901?
Yeah, I just have a message to that airplane. That was an old airfield.
So, Laken Road to the first MISC and then the intersection. These two legs should take me altogether almost 7 minutes. So, when I'm nearing 7 minutes here, I know that I should be nearing that intersection and basically contacting the final approach. So let's get some information. The tower for Oscar Romeo Hotel is 1205, so I'll just configure that 20.5, and then I believe there will be some ATIS information. Sure enough, it's information India, as of now. Still following that route, by the way. So India, broken 3.9, that's alright. The wind slightly less, so that's good to hear. Overcast 3019er, so I'll just configure that 3019er as altimeter setting. And what else? Expect the ILS runway 29er or 33 approach. So for me, it's gonna be runway 29er. Okay, that should be alright. So let's continue flying. Just verify I should be flying heading approximately 7-1. The first leg and then 4-5. That's close enough, so I'm following the correct route or road. I might be a little bit slower than what I filed, but that's because I need to add a little bit of power.
Cessna 9991, roger that. Enter left traffic for runway 20. Runway 20, cleared for the option.
Left track 20, runway 20, cleared for the option.
Yeah, we have some thermals working here, but the weather is a little bit clearer at this point, so I am comfortable in climbing to 3,500. I don't need to do that, to be honest. So let's just maintain where we are. You can see these legs to the right and left. Those are these ones, this one and this one. So I'm closing in, and I'm gonna tune the tower. And from that intersection, it's gonna be heading 60. So that is something that I can already prepare myself for. And the altimeter setting was, yeah, I already did that, 3019er. 3019er, that's correct, good. So I don't hear anyone on the frequency, so when I'm ready, I'm just call them. Almost 7 minutes, so I believe that this might be the major intersection, hopefully. When I'm a little bit closer, I should verify. Yeah, we have this narrow leg on one side. Okay, so actually this one is the turnpike. Good. And I have information in there. This should be the turnpike. Yeah. resetting the timer and turning 060, and let's contact the tower. Worcester Tower, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo is a twin Cessna slant Alpha, 11 miles southwest to land with information India.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Worcester Tower, enter left downwind for runway 29er.
Left downwind, runway 29er, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, so I've been given instructions to enter the left downwind of runway 29er, so that's what...
November 127 Foxtrot, downwind runway 29er, request full stop.
Yeah,
November 127 Foxtrot, winds 24017, gusting 28, runway 29er, clear to land.
Cleared to land for runway 29er, November 127 Foxtrot.
And maybe we'll do some maybe touch and go, or maybe a low approach. It's yeah, let's do a low approach. I like those, and those are fun. So it should take us about 3.5 minutes. I believe I see the runway, yeah. And we need to descend, of course. Totally forgot about that. So let's go down. Let's slow up first. So that's gonna make us descend a little bit better. First notch of flaps. And the pattern altitude is 2,000 feet. Now switch those tanks to mains. Fuel pumps on. Landing lights on. Still have some descending to do. So I'll just drop the gear. Gear. Tonight. Car traffic.
Runway 29.
Approach. I'll allow myself a little bit more space. because the wind is blowing from there, from in front of me, and I should climb to 2000. Let's turn downwind. The wind. Romeo. 2 knots. Okay. Gear down. 5. Is that delta? Okay, no. Okay, not nice markings.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. You can taxi to the ramp via Delta Bravo, cross runway 33 on Delta. Have a good day.
Taxiing to the ramp via Delta Bravo and crossing runway 33 on Delta. Thank you very much. Have a good day yourself. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay. So the wind on the very short final was very bad. It was shaking me all directions. Managed to stay on the runway. Almost toppled because I forgot to add a left aileron when slowing up. Maybe if I can park here. Okay, parking brake. So how much fuel do I actually have? So it's 50 pounds in mains, 50 pounds in auxiliaries. That's altogether 200 pounds of fuel. That's still good enough for some flying. Let's just see if I want to make any more flying tonight. I thought that it would be nice to get back to Bradley, but yeah, why not? Why not go back to Bradley? Yeah, all right. And this time I'm gonna ask for a flight following. Bradley should be busy maybe, so it's gonna be fine. So let's do the planning, and I know that I should refuel, but it's gonna suffice for me, and I'm gonna fly on it anyway because it's the simulator and I can. And I never before had to declare a fuel emergency. Let's not start with it. So what I'm gonna do? Take off when I turn left, probably when I see that lake from the air. Join this Massachusetts, fly along to Palmer. So let's put Palmer there. Or maybe go straight for it. Me not like that. No, I will aim for below, between those two major lakes there. And then I have 21 miles streak here. Thinking if I should come from Stafford Springs instead. I'm gonna pick a flight following this time. So maybe I don't need any more. I can keep the heading. Yeah, I believe I can. And this Bradley can be pointed out to me if necessary. But let's verify the actual weather. KBDL. Broken 3-3. Yeah, I should be able to come at a lower altitude. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be flight following. Yeah. Let's do that. So I will generate the nav log. I won't copy it anywhere. I will keep it here instead for now. And what I will bring up is, first of all, I already had it but closed it. The diagram for this airport and also a diagram for Bradley. Yeah, it's gonna be. I didn't want that. Okay, it wanted that. And I believe that Bradley, the winds are 22. Okay, so this is gonna be runway 24. 24 at Bradley. It's a long runway. I will ask for long landing if I'm not instructed to hold short of this. It's basically land and hold short of point. If you are cleared to land and told that you should hold short of this point, you don't have a full runway. You need to exit on C on Charlie 3 or otherwise hold short on the runway here. But I will ask for long landing, so I don't need to taxi all the way there because I'm gonna be exiting here to general aviation parking to the right. I'll try to exit on Sierra. Okay. Once more. Let's verify who is currently online. It's tower and the ground here. Yeah, it's pretty full, so let's see if we are able to get there. Okay. Let's get to it. We'll just move it out. Re-verify the 80s information. Still India. Let's go for taxi. Worcester Tower, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna Slant Alpha, General Aviation Parking, request taxi, west departure, flight following to Bradley International with information India.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Worcester Tower, runway 29er, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 29er, taxi via Bravo, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, that's Echo. Let's go back there from where we came.
Attention all aircraft. Information Juliet's now current. Winds 240 at 13, gusting 23, altitude is 3018.
Okay, well, adjust the altimeter, 18. So this should be Bravo. It says Echo. That's strange, that's not correct. Echo is someplace else. Okay, hang on. Tower Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, I need to go away for 2 minutes, excuse me.
Roger that. Advise ready for departure.
Sorry for that, the other came. Okay, I'll advise ready for departure. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 29 at Bravo, ready for departure.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, winds 24013, gusting 23, runway 29 at intersection Bravo, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 29 intersection Bravo, cleared for takeoff. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. And will you get me that squawk, please, for flight following to Bradley International?
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. After departure, you can contact 125.35 for flight following.
Alright, 125.35 after departure, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Thanks. So landing lights and strobes coming on. So again, we have the wind from the left. This time I will try to correct with the ailerons. Ah! Left engine failed. Let's see if I can restart him. Yeah, probably. Let's go. Maybe it's gonna fail, but in that case I would be able to practice single engine flying. Gear goes up. Nice, as it should be. We'll see.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
Frequency change approved, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Bye.
Routing departure, Delta 2560, 1.3, climbing 4,000, heading 280.
Delta 2560, Bradley departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 10,000, direct veers.
10,000, direct veers, Delta 2560.
Gotta fly there between those legs.
Bradley departure, Cap 4535 at 5,000, heading 360.
Cap 4535, Bradley approach, roger, expect a visual approach to 23.
Cap 4535, we're leaving Bradley Airport?
Yeah, expect a visual approach runway 23 at Westover.
Roger, expecting 23 at Westover, Cap 4535.
Let's level off.
Bradley approach, Sierra Papa Kilo Sierra with eastbound Kilo Charlie Echo Foxtrot 1,800 feet.
Sierra Papa Kilo Alpha Sierra Bradley approach ident.
Score guidance.
Sierra Papa Kilo Alpha Sierra radar contact 6 miles east Westover Airport. What's your destination?
Destination Kilo Oscar Romeo Hotel, Sierra Papa Kilo Alpha.
Roger, thanks.
Bradley approach, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, VFR request.
Cap 4535, set and maintain 3,000 and fly heading 030 vector for the visual.
030 and 3,000 vectors for the visual, Cap 4535.
Sorry, VFR say again.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, I'm at 2,500 feet, 10 miles west of Worcester, Rgnl. Request flight following to Bradley International.
The aircraft type?
Sorry for that, I'm Cessna 310, slant Alpha. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
It's squawk 7350.
7350, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Bradley departure, Delta 202, 4000.
Delta 202 departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 10,000, direct veers.
10,000, we didn't get that direct.
Direct veers.
Direct veers, the Delta 202.
Delta 2560, Boston Center, 123.75.
2375, Delta 2560.
Oscar Kilo Charlie, correction, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, radar contact 10 miles west Worcester Airport. The Bradley altimeter 3017, expect runway 24.
Bradley altimeter 3017, and we'll expect runway 24, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Cat 4535, west over, 10 o'clock, and about 5 miles.
Cat 4535, we at the airport.
Cat 4535, good visual approach runway 23, contact west over tower.
Good visual approach runway 23, could we have the frequency?
134.85.
134.85, Cat 4535.
So I'm already configure the frequency for the Bradley Tower, which should be 120.3. So let's just... Okay, I need to... Okay, that one. 0.3. Just use my knob instead. There.
Air Canada 261, 4,000 feet, flying heading 220.
And I should be flying this heading for...
Air Canada 261, departure radar contact,
10 minutes,
climb and maintain 10,000, fly heading 330.
Climb and maintain 1,000, fly heading 330, Air Canada 261.
10,000, 10,000.
Oh, sorry, 10,000.
Delta 202, Boston Center, 123.75.
123.45, Delta 202.
So I should be flying 262 instead. Let's climb a bit. Actually 5.5 minutes. And this road is actually heading to Palmer.
Air Canada 261, direct Chester.
Air Canada 261, direct Chester.
Air Canada 261, Boston Center, 123.75, good day.
Over to Boston Center on 123.75. Air Canada 261.
Sierra Papa Kilo Alpha Sierra, the airport's 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
It should be...
Sierra Papa Kilo Alpha Sierra, radar service terminated, contact tower.
That should be Palmer.
Contact tower 120.5, Sierra Papa Kilo, yeah, bye bye.
Yeah, I expect in 1 minute I'm there. So from there I will turn 241. That should take me all the way to the airport. And the runway is 24.
Bradley departure Delta 2300 with you, 4000.
It looks like
Delta
a straight
2300 departure, radar contact. Climb, maintain 10,000. Fly heading 330.
Alright, right 330 up to 10,000, 2300.
Bradley departure, good afternoon, Air Canada 248, we're passing 2,900 for 4,000.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, contact approach 127.22.
127.22, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Air Canada 248 departure, radar contact.
127.22. Let's turn, because I need to turn and reset the timer. Bradley approach, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, 2,600. Let's check if I have the correct frequency. Oh, 225, okay.
Tower, November 625 Alpha, INS 24.
Bradley approach, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, 2,600.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo Bradley Tower, hello, fly heading 250, expect runway 24.
Heading 250, expecting runway 24, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, so I will fly heading 250, as they said. Yeah, good thing I'm flying this low. Again, thermals acting up. Should take me approximately 9 minutes to the airport. And the airport is 173 feet off the ground. But I have a lot of time to start my descent. I'm keeping landing lights on this time. Also fuel pumps. Looks like this one cylinder might be a little bit unhealthy. So that's gonna be tower, and the ground will be then on 0.9. Looks like weather is acting up. There should be broken layer at 3,300. I am at 2,500 and almost in the clouds. So I will descend a little bit, and I believe that very unrealistically I already see the runway down there. Seems to be some problems with weather, so...
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, the Bradley Airport already 12 o'clock, 11 miles above the airport in sight.
Between me, so I don't skill again.
Okay, Charlie Romeo, to I.
Yeah, I will be... That should not be Hartford.
Okay.
I believe in by far. And Oscar, you can obviously open and you can transfer it.
Okay, you use enough distance for that, but okay. Alpha Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, clear to the Bradley Airport via present position. I guess fly heading, turn left heading 270, and yeah, maintain 2000.
Alright, so clear to the Bradley from the present position direct, left turn to 270 and climb and maintain 2000. I basically needed to make a turn because I was already at the cloud. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Oscar Charlie Romeo, roger. You can fly heading 270, join the localizer.
Can you give me the frequency please, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo?
141.
Is that's
join the localizer. Not from
1 point plus
Kilo Romeo here at 151 land 37 approachable.
Well, is and after the runway, so here then the auxiliary should quickly go in. Second just this is not the weather, but at least it's interesting. We'll check the fast on the aviation afterwards. Let's see what ground speed we have and what winds. Okay. It seemed to me that I'm approaching pretty slow. And with those headwinds, it's understandable. Yeah, it's gonna be long landing, so I can basically fly a little bit further. Verify landing gears down, 3 greens. That would be very long taxi.
I think you can do better than that.
Oscar Kilo Golf, Charlie Romeo, contact ground point 9, good day.
Ground point 9, Oscar Kilo Golf, Charlie Romeo, good day. Bradley ground, Oscar Kilo Golf, Charlie Romeo, vacated right on Sierra, taxi to general aviation parking at Delta 2.
Oscar Kilo Golf, Charlie Romeo, Bradley ground, taxi to the ramp by Sierra Delta.
Taxiing to the ramp via Sierra Delta, Oscar Kilo Golf, Charlie Romeo, thank you. So now we are on Sierra right now. So landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobe lights going off. Yeah, strobe lights going off. Mixtures leaned. Yeah, the runway markings, the exhibit markings are wrong, but I downloaded the latest scenery with the corrected taxiways because Bradley underwent quite a reconstruction in the past 2 years. So I downloaded the updated scenery and forgot to activate it. There we go. So I'll just turn here. Just park it somewhere.
For Canada 2104, continued taxi via Sierra Charlie, cross runway 15, hold short taxiway Echo.
Okay,
continue taxi via Sierra Charlie, cross runway 15, and hold short from taxiway Echo, Air Canada 2104.
So let's secure the aircraft and then let's see what went wrong there. So all the switches go off. The fuel tanks to off. Great. Trim back to for takeoff and battery off. And before we go, let's check that weather because it seems quite strange what we got ourselves into. So I was flying from Worcester to Bradley International, and now it's almost 21 Zulu. And while that's true that there is some... Okay, so it actually might be accurate, but not all the way to the ground. Let's check the precipitation. There's some light small chance of precipitation, but not here. Oh. Yeah, let's say that maybe that was not that out of the... It was not that strange after all. Okay. Well, in any case, the last development was pretty great in a sense that we basically needed to transfer it from VFR to IFR, tune all those navigation radios simultaneously, and I got a little bit task like oversaturated. But in the end, I was able to stabilize the aircraft just fine and land it, and I believe quite nicely. So I'm glad for that. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time.